Hey everybody, welcome in, and yes, I am out walking again. I've got a little mic in this time, so hopefully the audio will be a little bit better, but we have got, as you can see that just showed up in frame, the Aladdin event is here, Cave of Wonders, and I am going to just talk about this quickly. They have reintroduced this on Discord. They, Meathead, the community manager, he let out that Cave of Wonders was coming back, and then he also said there was a couple of changes, and you can even see here that it says seasonal event, whereas if you go down to the Onward one, it doesn't say seasonal event. So this one looks like it's going to be coming back every so often. I'm not sure if it's going to come back with every season, or it's going to be, it doesn't say annual, so it won't be like yearly. But when you go into it, you can see you can only complete it once. So the rewards that you get, you only get once. And I can't show you what the rewards are anymore because I have got them before, but I believe I made a video on this if you want to check my old videos for all of the ones that I have completed. But I am going to be recommending a few things on this video. So if you want to see the other gameplay, go and check back for my older Cave of Wonders videos. But they also did announce that they have added in some extra changes. So I'll get to those extra changes, and those are with the JAFAR levels. So they've actually added more levels in because they stopped it previously at 4 stars. And we're just like, what? Why would you stop at 4 stars when all the other ones went up to 7 star? So we will get to that, but for now, I want to say whenever any of these events are teased, whenever, like, if you see on Discord that they're saying, oh, this event is coming, straight away, as soon as you find out that a certain event is coming and there are characters of that type of movie or program in the game, just stop and go and start farming them. So we're going to talk about that. If anyone wants to know where to find the Discord, if you just go to the news tab, and then up there on the left, there's the official Discord server. And if you want the community Discord server, which has got a whole bunch of extra resources and things that are just a bit hard to find in game, and at the bottom of the description below is the community Discord server. So, but on the main Discord, you can chat with Meathead, one of the dev, well, he's part of the dev team. He's a community manager, so he's not really part of the dev team, shall we just say. But there's also one of the people from the art team often chimes in on things, and it's pretty cool being able to just chat with them about stuff. So they are great characters, shall we say, to chat with. And if you at all want to hear some of your opinions about the game heard, that's a place to go and do it. So, without further ado, I want to share a couple of things with these events. And that is, as I mentioned before, drop everything and start farming those characters. Now, the first of all is Aladdin. If you want to get all the rewards for Aladdin, so if we jump back in here, the Aladdin one, everything up to 4 star. So if you don't have a 4 star Aladdin, get farming him now, and then everything up to 5 star. You need Jasmine up to 5 star. So if you don't have them, firstly I'll touch on Aladdin. In the Grand Champion, he is, I believe, on the page 3. So as soon as you're level 18, you should be able to farm him, and you may as well. Just the good thing about the Grand Champion energy, or GC energy, that as it is referred to sometimes, is that there's no cap to the amount you can farm. So if you have spent Gem's refreshing energy on the yellow, do that up to the 50. Anything over 100, spend it on the purple energy and just farm here, max out your Aladdin, or get him to 4 stars so at least you can compete in the event wholly. 5 stars even, because you need him for the next step. You need Aladdin and Jasmine at 5 star. So farm Aladdin here. Now, what you also can do is go into heroes mode, not heroes mode. We want to go to villains mode, because villains is where you get the heroes. So you are going to want to start farming Aladdin and Jasmine here from stage 2. So go and max out until you get Aladdin as far as you need him to be. And same with Jasmine, get as much as you can. And then if you can go far enough and get the Jasmine and a Genie here at this stage, so you'll be around level 40. If you can do that, it's definitely worthwhile doing it, because Genie is actually one of the best supports. He's been named as the best support in game. However, I have my personal favorite of who I think is on top of him. But all over, even with AI use, he is the best support. So go farm them so you can be ready for the event, and you've got another 10 days to do it. So spend those 10 days farming it up, and then next time they come around, if you don't get to finish it, don't worry. You will be able to go and finish it the next time. So don't need to worry about not being able to finish that, but we'll jump into the JAFAR and how we jump into that. But just recommend just stop everything, whatever else you're farming, and just go get those ones ready. And if you can do that, you'll be getting a head start on the events for this time and next time. Now, one thing to note, if you've stopped everything, you've farmed up, you've passed as much as you can, this is different to the onward event. Whereas the onward event, you're having attempts every day, and you get to refresh those attempts, and you're getting investing into them. This is one other type of event. Aladdin event always used to be just like the onward, but just before global, when they tested this version, they made it so it was just a pass once, and you get a whole lot of your rewards are a whole lot better. And because of that, you get nearly whole unlocks. And with the JAFAR level, if you can get your way and do the bottom few tiers, so if you can go to do level 2, level 3, you will be able to unlock Iago spell, and it is one of the best in the game. It's not the best, but it is one of the very best. It's probably like second or in that top range, and probably not second, third, around that range. But it is one of the best in game, so do as much as you can. This is why I'm recommending you just drop everything and farm everything. So now for the 5-star, if we were to go in and this is heroes only, I believe. Yes, heroes only. Alright, well, we'll just continue with this. So with these this kind of game mode, I love that look of the lamp. It's so awesome. No, I've been charmed. Yes, Jasmine, you are my savior. And I'm so glad I didn't get charmed by anything else. Let's get rid of those statues for now, because they are a big pain. So what we want is JAFAR. JAFAR is like one of the coolest characters in the game. He's not really one of the best, but he is definitely one of the coolest. So I'm just going to go flying through these. There we go. Goodbye, JAFAR. Good night. There has been a lot of talk on Discord. people saying they want JAFAR Genie. He'll be like the most awesome character around, and he really, really would be. He would be a really awesome pick to have in here, but I like these rewards. It's nice. The Cave of Wonders reward seems to be like beginner-friendly, a beginner-friendly event. And so that's going to be that no matter what level you are, you'll be able to compete, you'll be able to do your best, push as far as you can, and then next time around you can come back and then try and max things out. And they give you a lot of everything. So that is very, very nice. I will say that, man, I love the animation from the lamp all the way into the battle scene. So straight away guaranteed crit, yes, I'll take it. What I will say is that this type of event, you don't have to worry about missing out, or any event I would say don't worry about missing out. Every event so far has proven that it'll either come back or the characters will at some stage become available. So there is one very good thing to know about that. But in saying that, you always want to get as much as you can as soon as you can. So I know what that's all about, and that's what I'm here to do. I'm here to try and help you all get as much as you can as soon as you can, and by doing that, you'll be able to level 47 recommended, 7 stars. Wow. You'll be able to progress further in the game as well, and have better teams, better everything. So see, so that's the difference of like putting AI on, is that yes, AI can do everything. I'll just put it on because it's easier while I'm walking. I usually like to do most things myself, manually. I prefer that than playing auto, but while I am walking, it definitely does make things easier. And I'm not in, at this moment, a position where I'm worried about losing out. So they have set this event up in a way that they don't want to just give the rewards out to everybody. They want to encourage people to stay with the game and level up and go from there. So as you notice, it said 7-star level 47 is recommended, but the rewards or the recommendations just keep going up. So every other level is like level 2-star, 3-star, 4-star, 5-star, and then 6-star. Whereas 7-star, they've set it low, so even if someone were to get a 7-star, they still get some rewards. But then they start putting another thing saying you need to have gear tier 5, then you need to have gear tier 6. And that's just going to mean that you pretty much need to be level 50 plus to do this stage. And then for the last one, they've got need to be gear tier 7. That means you need to be max level, currently level 60. But I would say after they've capped it at 60, so anyone who's playing pre-global will be able to let all the global people, players that start, catch up. That no one's going to be behind, and then eventually they'll level up or they'll increase the level cap. So no one needs to be worried. Like, there's a lot of people saying that, oh, I give up. There are people with like good accounts. And it's like, in the scheme of things, there are very little of us. You're never going to see us anywhere until anyone catches up to max level anyway. Just the way that the game modes are in this game. So don't need to worry about that. But take pleasure in that we're here to help you and give you all the info that you need to progress and to get as far as you can. So hopefully, that's what I do this for anyway. I do this to try and help you all. So Getting back to the way these events are now set up, it is showing that they are definitely all about the trying to keep people progressing, not trying to give max rewards out to low levels, just because that doesn't feel so rewarding when you can just complete everything in a game when you're a low level. Because if you can do that, you're like kind of like, well, I want to level up. What next? What now? They want to keep you interested. They want to keep you playing, and they just want you. They want you to keep playing the game. Is pretty much what it is. So even if you can't finish some events, they'll come back. There'll be different versions. Things will become available. So do as much as you can, and just be happy with what you can do. Now, Iago spell, as I said, is phenomenal. If anyone also wants to check back, I have got very old. I've got very old videos of what I'm gonna chuck in the Iago spell just so I can do this, and I'll do this last level manual. And spoiler alert, best spell in the game for anyone who hasn't seen my spell tier video. Go and check that out, and you'll be able to see what's good and what's not good, and the reasons why. I would recommend, if you want, you can see how I did the earlier stages of this event, my last Aladdin video. And if you go back like a good few months, when the game was completely different, you'll be able to, no, take it off. You'll be able to go and see how much this game has changed. So I'm just going to drop Raja down on the back, get some AoEs out. And I want to save that AoE for the start of the next level. Now, let's go take him out. Assist. There we go. And let's get assist here too. We'll get some more. I'm going to save my... Ouch. Just going to try and save my main abilities for when the next waves come, and then this is where you don't want to get caught out with no what was I going to say? Get caught out with no spells and no AoEs. So right here, I've lost my genie. So what wand does, I want to use wand now. It will give you a health if you've got no bad effects, or remove any bad effects, and it also increases your speed bar for any bad effects that have been removed. So that is why it is the most OP spell in the game. It is just epically good. And this is what I want. Save my AoEs for the next waves, and then let us jump into who do I want to take? You. Get some healing in there. Take out some of the snakes, snickety snakes. Just going to take out this one before it attacks, and then last level. Hopefully Genie can survive. No one target Genie, please. That will be much appreciated. No, you had one request. Alright, let's steal all his buffs anyway, and buff myself up. And do I want to, I'm just going to actually move this up so I can actually see. I'm just going to put Raja down the front, taunting. And there we go. So I don't want JAFAR to... I completely thought I clicked on JAFAR, and I did mean to click on JAFAR, and it didn't click on JAFAR. But, oh well, nothing else I can do about that. I'll let them charm each other, and we'll just end up taking them out. But, kaboom, there we go. Poor Genie. Alright, so there's the last stage, the missing star. There are people saying that, oh, if I didn't get all the stars, can I go back and replay it? And the answer is no. So once you've completed, and it doesn't mean anything because it's not, stars normally only mean you can go back and auto win. Whereas now this is a once completer, so it's on your record unless they ever change the event. But that is now completed for me, got nothing else left to do. But just be ready and be ready to invest or start investing now for those earlier characters, and then eventually you'll be able to get all those good rewards. Iago, if you get it, you're going to use him and always use him. So if you want to see what Iago does, he steals buffs, deals a hefty amount of damage, and not only that, he steals all the effects and gives them to some of your characters. So he is pretty amazing like that. And if you're using JAFAR, JAFAR is guaranteed to get the effects. So he's guaranteed to get the effects and as well as giving them to some others. So in that aspect, it's going to be amazing. And I'm pretty excited because that means right down here, my JAFAR has now got the 185 last tokens that I need to get him to 6 star. And then max my JAFAR. I never thought this day would come. Reason being, when the game first started in its real-time situation, JAFAR was only available from a massive hero opening pack, and he had a very, very low chance of pulling him, and that was the only way you used to be able to get him until they revamped this event and brought it back out just last time and limited the numbers and now have extended the levels out. But that's the history of this event. Hopefully this gives you all some hope, gives you some guidance of how to get far, and just keep working on things. Prioritize when an event comes, prioritize who you need for those events. When you have prioritized them and get through the event as much as you can, save some gems and other things, or reinvest the gems that you get from these events into getting further, and make sure you just keep working on your main teams when you're not going all out on an event. But I'd say for an event like Aladdin, you might as well just go all in and get the good things like Iago. Iago will probably be like the best thing you'll get from there. The spells are one of the most important things in the game, I'd say. And if you can rock it with the spells, just going in, stealing people's buffs. Like okay, so just for a little bit of clarity and a little bit of showing you how good the Iago spell will be, getting rid of taunts like I did in that last battle. Normally you could only attack that one thing, taunting. And if you're in a PvP, you can steal a taunt and then still just going after the go after all the weaker characters. You don't have to stay attacking the tanks for a good whole round or more of your characters. Things like that. Stealing guaranteed crits from Bailey, that he gives out, and all those other things that it's nearly broken how good it is, but it is super good if you use it well. So hopefully that has given you all some hope, and love to hear from you all. Let me know how you guys get along in this event, and if this was helpful or not. As always, if it was helpful and you know or hear other people that need the help, share this video with them. It'll really help me a lot. If I've helped you, I'd love it if you would help me too. So share it around, help me out. Love to hear from you guys in the comments, and we'll see you guys next time.